Which one do I put?
You'll be served.
And then click. Okay. You will be served.
Instruments?
Hi, my name's Claire.
Hi, my name's Meredith, and this is our story at the well.
I am the local missions liaison for the Southwest CG. What made me want to be a local missions liaison is the Lord has given me the spiritual gift of mercy, and He loves using me for meeting people's physical and even like spiritual supportive needs. And I got to do that in Seattle for a year. God called me there for some homeless ministry work, and that was really beautiful. And I just got to see, that Jesus loves meeting physical as well as spiritual needs, and He loves using us to fulfill those.
I'm a covenant member at the well, and I lead as the International Missions Liaison with the Southwest Community Group. And I felt led to be the International Missions Liaison because the Lord has just really grown a desire in my heart to share the gospel with the nations. He's grown within me a desire to evangelize, a passion for evangelism. I got to spend a summer in China a few years ago that really changed my life and just burdened my heart for the nations. And the Lord has given me an ability to cast vision and hope to my peers to share the gospel with the nations and with unreached people groups.
In RCG, being a local missions liaison looks like finding ways to serve either in person or virtually or even with like a fundraiser in the local community. So some things we've done are before COVID, we were serving at the Central Texas Food Bank as a group. During COVID, we have fundraised doing a diaper drive for the Source Pregnancy Center in town. We've also bought and created and dropped off hygiene packs for Mobile Loaves and Fishes, which is a homeless ministry in town that works directly with homeless friends on the streets. And there's a lot of ways to do different things, but those are some highlights we've had. I also love something about being the local missions liaison is I love being able to call others into very physical need meeting services, whether it's trash pickup or a clothing drive or different things that are very practical ways to help people that we might know or live really nearby.
For me, with the International Missions Liaison side, what it looks like to serve in that role is what I've done is just kind of put together presentations once a month for I'll just present to our community group for about 10 to 15 minutes. And we'll just talk about an unreached people group specifically. We've done the Uyghurs in China, we've done Iraqi Arabs, we're going to do the Sundanese people group in Indonesia this week. And so we'll just talk about their culture, any barriers they have to knowing about the gospel, and then we'll pray over them specifically and as a community group and just kind of discuss that. And then I will try my best to lead and engage and lead people to pray for those people and remember them, as well as reach out to any missionaries that they know to partner with and to support and to pray for. Leading as an international missions liaison has definitely held me accountable to be in continuous prayer for unreached people groups. I think that's something that the Lord had already given me a heart for, but it's something that I think it's easy as an American, of somebody that's living in a society where the gospel is so tangible. It's so easy for me to, in my day-to-day life, forget to pray for unreached people groups or people that don't have access to the gospel like I do. And so it's been very convicting, and it's definitely held me accountable to engaging in that on a daily basis, and to lead other people in that way and to encourage them to engage in the Great Commission like that. So, and I think my hope for the group is that they would also have a burning heart for the nations, and that their souls would just be so heavy for people that don't know Jesus, that they would be taking initiative on their own to pray for those people and to maybe even eventually engage as a missionary one day or support missionaries that they know of.
So if you're watching this video and you love missions, you love serving locally, volunteering, or you are a missions liaison and you have no idea where to start, There's so many ways to serve the church in this way and serve locally in this way. I would say, start with Googling local Austin ministries, local Austin nonprofits. Maybe email someone on staff at the Well. They are a wealth of knowledge of places we're already plugged into as a church, or places maybe even members of the church work or faithfully serve already. And yeah, you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be a full-time local missionary or international missionary to kind of pull your CG and yourself into more service, serving the Lord in new ways while also helping others.
If you're looking to get involved in international missions, I would highly encourage you to check out the Joshua Project. They have an app called Unreached of the Day, and essentially they just go over an unreached people group of the day every day. And they just give some quick facts on them and ways that you can pray for them. I'd also encourage you to reach out to your local missions liaison with your community group. Ask them how you can help. As we know in the Great Commission, the Lord calls us all to make disciples of all nations. So whether that looks like prayer, whether it looks like being a missionary, whether that looks like supporting a missionary, we're all called to it. And so reach out, see what you can do to help out. And if you're currently an international missions liaison, I would encourage you to also check out the Joshua Project. There's also an organization called Prayercast that has a lot of information on unreached people groups. Or I would encourage you to reach out to missionaries that you know that may need prayer or financial support or resources, and see how you can help them and see how you can get your community group involved in assisting them.